living La Vida Local.
This is a hidden gem.
Most definitely a local place.
And getting the lowdown on local nashes.
This is one of the best bites in Miami.
From gourmet hot dogs and tots.
Nothing in the city beats this hot dog.
To a Jewish deli with a local spin.
They're so good.
To dishes you just won't find anywhere else.
Most people wouldn't even think of doing it.
Mind blown.
For the greatest grub in town, we're asking the folks in the know. Famous for its white sand beaches and perfect weather, San Diego locals tell us there's one secret spot to get your sauce on. Filippi's Pizza Grotto. Hold on, that's an Italian market.
Walk through the market and voila, there's the restaurant.
This pizza speakeasy is hard to find, so you're gonna have to follow your nose or ask a local.
All locals know about this place. People wait in line to eat their pizza and their pasta.
This is a hidden gem. You have to know about the place to come here and enjoy it.
The smell. It smells like pizza, the meat sauce, and all the cheeses and the pasta. It smells so good. It's better than Grandma's.
Well, your grandma may not be happy to hear that. But Grandma Filippi would be thrilled.
My grandmother and grandfather opened Filippi's in 1950. Customers would come in, they'd wait for their orders from the market, and slowly they said, hey, put a little table here so we could have a little vino too. And little by little, the restaurant happened.
If this grotto could talk, it would tell you to order Filippi's Special Pizza, a meatball pizza with the works, no substitutions. But is it really the most special thing on the menu?
Is there one thing special? It's all special. We've achieved many honors for best pizza, a lot of them, too much to remember.
This special recipe stays in the family, so Danny's brought in a little help to make the meatballs.
I have my brother Teddy here today with us.
You know how many meatballs I've made in my life? Probably between 500, 1,000, and 1 million. That's a lot of meatballs.
We're gonna start off with about 10 to 12 pounds of Angus beef.
It's not Italian food without garlic, so at Filippi's, they had a heaping spoon of freshly minced garlic, along with diced white onions and a pile of Grandma's special blend of herbs and spices. Once Teddy is finished with the hard work of mixing all the ingredients, he and Danny start rolling some balls.
Hey, this is how we roll.
While the meatballs are baking, Danny rolls out the house-made pizza dough and gives it a toss. Hey, Danny, you make tossing pizza dough look pretty easy.
Looks pretty easy? Okay. I'll have you throw one later on.
Gotcha, Danny. I'll leave the pizza tossing to the pros. He starts out with some fresh-made sauce and some Greek oregano.
We're gonna use 7 toppings. This is called the Filippi's Special because it's all the meats and a vegetarian combined. Now we put on the meatballs, sausage, pepperoni. Now we have all the basic meats on here, so now we're going into the vegetables.
Danny likes to put the mozzarella on last, so it melts down into all the nooks and crannies.
A Filippi's Special, an award-winning pizza since 1950.
I love pizza, but this is really good. And also the sauce, it has so much flavor in it.
Every time I come to Filippi's, I get a meatball pizza. They have a really thick crust, and the toppings are perfect.
You come here, it's almost a must that you get a meatball pizza.
Have you had it?
Danny's special pizza with meatballs is a masterpiece. But when it comes to chicken, he's the Picasso of chicken parmigiana.
We have a little twist on it. In our breading and in our egg mix, we put a little bit of beer. That helps bring it out, puff it up, keep the chicken nice and moist.
Once the chicken is coated in the special mix, Danny fries it in olive oil until it's golden brown.
Now, we're gonna start with the fresh marinara sauce that we do here. Then obviously we do the chicken breast.
After a second coating of marinara, there's layers of mushrooms, Romano cheese, and a thin blanket of mozzarella tucks it all in.
We're gonna put this in the oven, get nice and gooey and creamy and on top.
No true Italian wants you to go home hungry. So this huge chicken parm comes with a side of cheese ravioli with marinara sauce. Because hey, You can never have too much cheese, am I right?
Your tongue's gonna be so happy it's gonna slap you in the face.
I especially like the batter. It was fluffy and soft and had a velvety texture to it.
It's really moist chicken.
The ravioli are not soft. They're good with the sauce.
It's something you have to try for yourself.
At Filippi's Pizza Grotto, locals love the huge portions of classic Italian food in this hard-to-find local lowdown. If there's one thing locals in Baltimore are excited about more than sports, it's crabs. And when it's game time, the hometown crowd slides in for a home run meal at Pickles Pub.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers would Peter Piper pick?
Look at that. Bam.
At Pickles Pub, Peter Piper could pick as many pickles as he wants because purveyors Rob and Tom make over 400 pickles a pop.
We know Babe Ruth lived right down the street. His dad owned a bar right by first base. And the story goes they used to come into here and have a pickle before they went to work. Hence, Pickles Pub.
And now it's where locals go to feel like a legend.
Whenever you come into Pickles, it's a good time, and the food fits the mood.
You can't get it anywhere else, not in the stadiums. You can try to replicate it, but it'll never be as good as the original.
You know a lot of the other people that live in the neighborhood because of a place like this. Like we come here even when there's not a game day.
Pickles is grand slam. There's nothing more perfect than that.
Oh, but it does get more perfect than that. Tom and Rob managed to bring two perfect foods together in the most Baltimore way possible when they came up with the crab pretzel.
When you go to a pub, you want to get a pretzel. When you go to a pub in Baltimore, you got to get a crab pretzel. No question.
No argument here. This winning combo sounds like a game changer.
This is French bread dough. It's got a nice little sweet flavor.
Pretzels were first made by European monks, so it makes sense for Rob to use some French bread dough in his.
We're gonna shape it into a P.
When you go the extra mile to make your own pretzels, you want everyone to know it. You might even say they put their name on it.
P for pickles.
Boiling the pretzels before they're baked gives them their characteristic crispy and chewy exterior.
Now that the pretzels are boiled, I'm gonna stick them in the oven for 11 minutes.
While those pretzels are baking, Rob whips up some crab dip.
Every good hot dip starts off with cream cheese and butter.
Any local will tell you, you can't make a crab dish without Maryland-style crab seasoning, hot sauce, and Worcestershire.
And of course, some crab.
Some crab?
Actually, a lot of crab. I like using the pastry bag because it makes it a nice, smooth top. It's easy to trace the P.
Rob's a pretzel perfectionist, but how does he top a pretzel covered in crab dip?
I'm gonna dip this into a bed of cheddar cheese.
And everything's better with cheddar. After a quick ride through the conveyor belt oven at 400 degrees, these hot, melty pretzels are ready to plate.
We're gonna finish it with some more Maryland crab seasoning, and of course, some of our homemade pickles. This is our crab pretzel. Locals love it, tourists love it, you're gonna love it.
I think this crab pretzel is absolutely amazing. You have the perfect doughy texture with a creamy, velvety sauce effect that just marries so well to each other.
A crab mix on top is just a wonderful blend of seasoning and lots of crab meat.
If you're still in a crabby mood after one of those pretzels, Rob's got something that's sure to make you happy. You can't help but smile when you order the Krabby Pig. He starts out with a pork butt, which he roasts in the oven for 7 hours. And when that little piggy comes home, Rob pulls it apart by hand.
To build the Krabby Pig, we take a handful of our pork, put it on a tray right here.
Rob stacks that pork high, tops it with the crab dip, and covers it with cheese. Everything melts together in the oven and comes out hot and golden.
This is our French roll. We bake it in-house, it's perfect for the sandwich. Take the Krabby Pig combo and put that right on top there.
Some Maryland crab spice gets sprinkled on top, and it's stacked with lettuce, tomato, red onion, and a swirl of mayo on the top bun.
Add some fries. And of course, pickle. This is the Krabby Pig. You'll never be crabby if you have this for lunch.
That sandwich was awesome for the pork, and this crab meat, I can tell it's Maryland crab for the sweetness.
The sandwich was great. It had a lot of crab. I love the crab.
Well, most people wouldn't even think of doing it, but it's the crab on top of the pulled pork, it's to die for.
Pickles Pub is a home run for traditional bar food with a definitive Baltimore twist. Even the crabs are happy to be here. We're about to get cozy in the first city of Georgia. Say hey y'all to Savannah, where back in the day bakery owner Cheryl Day is serving grandma's favorite recipes with a modern southern twist.
Back in the Day Bakery is right in the heart of the Starling District in Savannah. Literally, it used to just be us and the bushes. We kind of thought if we built it, they would come, and they have.
And those bushes have lots of friends these days.
Back in the Day Bakery is a local spot. They have everything from breakfast foods to cupcakes to fresh baked breads.
It's just a good sense of community here. There's a lot of regulars. You just feel at home when you're here.
I've been coming to Back in the Day ever since we moved here 14 years ago.
It's the best bakery in town.
It's like a Saturday ritual. All the locals are going to be here on a weekend getting the biscuits before they run out, because they do run out fast.
And there's one biscuit they really line up for. It's got everything you'd want in a Southern biscuit. It's Back in the Day's Everything Biscuit Sandwich.
These are Grandma Hannah's famous buttermilk biscuit.
Cheryl stays true to Grandma Hannah's recipe by using a mix of all-purpose and pastry flour, sugar, and kosher salt. Next, she cuts in lots and lots of butter.
This is what we call the biscuit workout. And then we're gonna add in the buttermilk next.
After lots of folding, it's time to cut the dough into biscuits and top them off with an egg wash and everything spice mix. While the biscuits are baking, Cheryl gets cracking on her famous egg bake and adds heavy cream for fluffiness and an array of herbs and spices.
We're just whisking these until it gets nice and light. All in.
That's a lot of cheddar cheese going into the egg mix.
Lots of cheese.
The egg bake heads to the oven. It's perfect timing because the biscuits are ready to come out.
Can you smell how good those are?
The egg bake is baked to perfection and placed on the everything biscuit.
That's going on first. We're gonna add our delicious pimento cheese. Did I say there was bourbon in here? There's bourbon. We're in the South, y'all. We put bourbon in just about everything.
She also adds pepper jelly and then goes back into the oven for a final meltdown.
And there it is, y'all, our everything biscuit sandwich.
It's like an everything bagel, but a biscuit. It's sweet and savory, a little bit of spice in that pepper jelly.
It's buttery flavored, it's crisp and flaky. They did it just right.
That biscuit is almost everything you need for breakfast. But when your sweet tooth is calling, get a napkin ready and tear into a maple bacon sticky bun.
Our maple bacon sticky buns are the talk of the town.
It all starts with a brioche dough that's got a secret rolled in.
We put cardamom in our dough. It gives that extra little something and that has everybody talking and they don't even know what's in it.
When she's done rolling out the dough, she adds, you guessed it, butter.
Yep, lots of butter.
All that butter gets soaked up with a ton of cinnamon, brown sugar, and spices.
When I roll this up, it's gonna create like a caramel inside.
She lets them proof before she pops them in the oven. And when they're done, she covers them in a cream cheese maple frosting.
These buns make me so happy. And then when we start getting really sticky, that makes me even happier. Let's get sticky with it.
Each bun gets slicked with sticky caramel sauce. Then she tops those sweet buns with something savory and salty.
We add bacon. The only thing better than bacon is more bacon. There it is. It's so good. It makes you want to dance.
It just looks like heaven.
Sweet, salty, bacon, food group #1, all included. It's perfect.
You taste the saltiness of the bacon mixed with the sweet of the frosting and then the maple glaze on top. Oh, it's amazing.
I mean, look at that. Who doesn't want to lick that off their fingers?
Now that's dripping with Southern charm. Back in the day is a fresh-baked reminder of slower times when locals gathered over breakfast and stayed through lunch. Just off the coast of the Lone Star State, locals in the island town of Galveston wrangle their Southern fare Italian style at the oldest tavern on the island, Sonny's Place.
My mother and father opened Sonny's in 1944. People ask me now if I'm Sonny, and I say no, but I'm bright. Now, my mother and father were from Italy. All these recipes that we have came from her.
My grandparents ran Sonny's Place, and then my father ran Sonny's Place, and now I'm running Sonny's Place, and it truly is a family tradition.
Order up, muffalonas.
And part of that tradition is keeping it local.
Their motto is where the locals eat, and it certainly is that.
Sonny's is a local spot because you have to find out from somebody else where it is and how to get here. And then it was one of those Galveston secrets.
Junior's really funny. He makes jokes all the time. He's gotten me with the mustard trick. Even though I've been coming here for 17 years, I still fall for it every time.
And locals squeeze into this place for a dish that stays true to the traditional recipe with a modern sear. Come hungry and open wide for Sonny's Grilled Muffaletta. It's a New Orleans Italian sandwich with layers of meat, cheese, and olive salad.
First time I tasted the muffaletta was at Central Grocery in New Orleans, and it was fantastic. And my first thought was, we gotta start making these, Dad.
To start, Richard chops carrots, celery, pepperoncini, cauliflower, and capers.
We have Spanish olives, green olives, black olives, and Kalamata olives. And we try to use a combination of the olives just to broaden the taste spectrum when you're tasting it.
Herbs, spices, and olive oil are added into the mix.
We have a Vienna bread. It's a little bit softer than French bread.
The sandwich starts with a layer of Swiss cheese and a very generous amount of olive salad.
It's the heart of the recipe. That's where all your flavor is going to come from.
Bring on the meat. There's a layer of mortadella, sweet ham, and Genoa salami.
We're just building layers of flavor here.
All those flavors get covered with provolone cheese.
It will melt like magic. One of those things you go, ooh. There you have your traditional muffaletta right there.
That's where Richard flips the script on this sandwich, or should I say, flips the bread.
Now we're going to take it to the next level and make a grilled muffaletta.
The bread gets covered with butter and Parmesan cheese.
If you're a health nut, you come to the wrong place.
Add some more butter and cheese, and the whole thing gets flipped.
That's good stuff.
Once that grills up, the whole sandwich goes in the oven. And before you know it, you've got Sonny's Grilled Muffaletta.
That is one sexy sandwich.
The muffaletta sandwich is delicious, but it's very big. I keep getting my nose caught in it as I try to take a bite of it.
Very good. I can taste ham, cheese, and olives.
It's got the olive salad and bursting with ham. It's very toasted. Every bite that you take in is just an explosion of flavor.
You gotta check the sandwich out.
Now that's a muffaletta food for any local. But being Italian, Richard likes to feed his guests well. This next dish will have you doing the Texas two-step. It's Tex-Mex pasta.
Being in Texas, we have developed a Texas flair of cooking to go along with our Italian side. Our Tex-Mex pasta is a combination of our Italian spaghetti and our Texas chili.
This spaghetti western sounds too good to be true. To get the chili started, chopped onions, celery, jalapenos, and garlic are sautéed with oil. Richard adds a mixture of water, tomato paste, cumin, chili powder, and spices to cooked ground beef.
There's a little bit of Italy in here, there's a little bit of Texas in here.
After simmering for 4 hours, Richard is ready to bring it all together. It starts with a layer of Swiss cheese.
I have a little spaghetti on there.
And now this is where Texas meets Italy.
Who'd have thought chili and spaghetti is a good combination?
Richard covers the spaghetti with American cheese and then piles on the toppings.
We're basically building nachos on top of pasta.
That cultural combination of deliciousness heads to the oven so all the flavors can melt together.
It's all Texas has to offer and a little bit of Italy all in one dish. Tex-Mex pasta.
Tex-Mex pasta is a local craving. But once the secret's out, it's sure to be a new American classic.
The Tex-Mex pasta is almost indescribable. The chili here is homemade and it's wonderful.
This Tex-Mex pasta is so spicy and has such a great flavor, and I just love it.
The jalapenos, the chips, and the chili, and all. It's just a real enjoyable combination.
Sonny's Place has a long history of feeding Galveston locals for multiple generations in a restaurant as unique and charming as its owners.
It makes me happy just having my regular customers come back and seeing them happy.
Dubbed the coolest town in America, it's no surprise that Asbury Park locals would find the hippest breakfast hangout on the Jersey Shore. Cardinal Provisions.
We love coming to Cardinal Provisions. Everybody here is super nice and the food is unbelievable. It's very fresh. All the flavors are great.
Definitely a lot of locals know about it and they come here on a regular basis.
Everybody's super friendly. You feel like you're part of the family. Great service, great food.
Owners Grace and Laura know how to keep locals happy because they're born and bred Jersey girls themselves.
I'd say by law we're clam diggers, yeah.
Wait, you catch your own clams?
No. A clam digger is someone who is born and raised Jersey Shore, loves seafood, Bruce Springsteen, and isn't afraid of, getting a sunburn.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, our families have known each other for a while. My grandma owned a luncheonette that Grace's grandfather, who was a plumber, used to go to. And so, yeah, we're clam diggers through and through.
They may be clam diggers, but when it comes to picking local lobster, they're no traitors. Their Lobster Benedict is fresh from the dock.
How do you make an Eggs Benedict even better? We top ours with lobster and extra butter. This is fresh local lobster that we just got in last night from a local dock.
Looks like Grace has a heavy hand with the lobster, but I'm not complaining. While the lobster simmers and the eggs are poaching, it's biscuit time.
We're using our fresh homemade biscuits for this Benedict because they're buttery, they're flaky, they're so much better for this dish.
Fresh baked biscuits at the bottom of Eggs Benedict is a far cry from a stuffy English muffin. I like the way Jersey does breakfast, and this dish is really stacking up.
Our hollandaise is made with lemon juice, farm fresh eggs, tarragon, and plenty of butter.
She finishes the place off with a proprietary blend of seafood spices and spring onions.
This is our Lobster Benedict special. It's a perfect breakfast for the Jersey Shore.
Probably the best thing I've ever had. The biscuit, made everything come together. It was phenomenal.
The hollandaise sauce, it's so tasty. It's nothing like I've ever had before. And to put lobster on it, it's like, wow, what a treat.
The lobster's cooked amazingly. It's tender, and then the sauce on top of it was really sweet.
That local lobster Eggs Benny looks crackin'. But for some decadent Southern food, there's no need to go further south than Jersey. Cardinal Provisions saucy chicken and waffles are clucking awesome.
We use a Belgian waffle for our chicken and waffles. It is Liège. It is a yeasted brioche dough that's full of butter and full of pearl sugar, which is these little clusters of coated, crunchy, but also airy sugar. We coat the dough ball.
Those sweet little dough balls need to rise, so they get to relax for 24 hours, which is more than I can say for Laura. Lucky for her customers, she always has some delicious dough ready for the waffle iron.
That's a perfect waffle. Waffles are done, let's dredge our chicken. Our chicken is nice and tender because it's been brining in a solution with a little black tea. We hit it with a little bit of this seasoned flour, and then we dip in a nice buttermilk that's got Aleppo pepper, cayenne pepper, some smoked paprika, rosemary, garlic, and onion.
Once the chicken is fried, it's ready to stack. 2 perfect pieces of chicken are placed on the Liège waffle and get showered with a trinity of sauces.
First up is our maple poblano relish. It's got tons of maple syrup, but also some fresh poblano peppers to pack a little heat. Next, we've got our herb yogurt, kind of our take on a ranch dressing. Finally, we hit it with some hot sauce. This dish does not hold back on flavor, and all of our regulars love it.
Stacked high, it's got that spicy taste, and then it's like finishes with this sweet relish taste that's just awesome.
Use a Liège waffle, which is a little more dense. They use a pearl sugar, which adds a nice sweet crust to the waffle.
It's like no other chicken and waffles anywhere else.
And the sauce that's on it, it makes the whole dish.
Yeah.
Cardinal Provisions is the perfect stop before a day at the beach. Just remember to wait 30 minutes before swimming. From the Jersey Shore to the seaside town where lighthouses and lobster rolls rule. When Portland locals want to get their claws on something different, they head to Blue Rooster Food Company. Don't be confused by the name. This ain't no chicken joint.
Blue Rooster Food Company is a unique kind of sandwich shop. We specialize in gourmet sandwiches, tots, and gourmet hot dogs.
It's the easy to miss but impossible to pass up gourmet, where Mainers feel like family and everyone feels like a local.
All the locals told us we had to come here. It's a great place.
I've walked by this place many times. It's a little hole-in-the-wall spot, and I've never gone in, and I'm so glad I came.
When most people think hot dogs and tots, they think of kids, they think of their childhood. We just look at it as a medium, something for us to make something great out of it.
At Blue Rooster, you won't find a hot dog with mustard on the menu. They're much more creative than that. But you will find the gladiator of hot dogs, the Brussels Crow Dog.
Every single one of these is gonna get wrapped in that bacon right there.
That's a lot of hot dog wrapping. Hey, I've got a hot dog wrap for you. Everything is better with bacon, yo. Especially a hot dog named Brussels Crow.
Finally, the last hot dog. That was a lot of wrapping. And now step 2, deep fryer.
Bacon.
All right, dog up.
It doesn't get any better than a bacon-wrapped hot dog. Or does it?
Wait till you see what we put on top of this dog. We have some beautifully delicious Brussels sprouts.
Oh, no. Don't kill that beautiful fried bacon dog with veggies.
Sprouts down, fire in the hole.
You didn't say fried veggies. We're back in the game. Add a little salt and pepper and sweet chili sauce for the win.
Nice crackly sprouts. A little lemony garlic aioli. Toasted sesame seeds for a little bit of crunch. And lastly, we have a little bit of queso fresco. So that is the Brussels Crow Dog. Delish.
If the Brussels Crow Dog blows your mind, the Three Little Pigs Tots will blow your house down.
That's our house tartine with pork belly, bacon, sausage, and just pure pork goodness.
He just elevated potato tots to a hot French cuisine. And all I can say is, c'est pas magnifique.
First off, cheese curds from New Gloucester, Maine. After that comes our house roasted chicken gravy, some nice crumbly bacon, a little bit of our house-made sausage, and lastly, crispy pork belly. And there you have it, the Brussels Crow and the 3 pigs. This right here, folks, is what dreams are made of.
We'd never put Brussels sprouts with a hot dog until now, and it's so good.
Between the crunch and the saltiness, it's like walking through the desert and drinking water from a little pool.
We're trying to do something different. You're not going to find anything we do here anywhere else.
There's comfort food and comfort atmosphere. There's really nothing not to love about Blue Rooster.
Let's head south to a local town known as Miami's Uptown Beach, Surfside, where locals crowd into a restaurant that has the chutzpah to put Miami spice and Jewish culture between two pieces of bread. We're noshin' at Josh's Deli. And owner Josh Marcus does traditional Jewish food just like Mom used to make.
My mother ordered out. I love you, Mom. But no, she was not very good.
Maybe like Grandma used to make?
My grandparents really weren't too big into cooking either.
Good thing Josh learned to cook because locals are plotzing for his delicacies.
Surfside is known for Josh's Deli. This is definitely a locals hangout, and I always run into somebody I know. It's a guarantee.
It's just so homey, and the menu's so eclectic. Everyone's so nice, and Josh cooks all his meals.
He cures his own fish.
I know.
He does everything himself. He even bakes his own bagels.
Oh my God.
Here at Josh's Deli, I have traditional Jewish deli food with influence of a Cuban culture. I'm Jewish. My girlfriend's Cuban. It kind of makes me part Juban.
Josh was inspired by his girlfriend and mashed two iconic sandwiches together, creating an instant local classic, the Juban.
The pastrami that I make is fairly traditional.
He cures a beef brisket in his own blend of spices for 10 to 12 days.
This piece is ready to go. And now I'm gonna coat it with molasses. The molasses helps the pastrami spice stick.
The pastrami spice and the cure mix are basically the same, except Josh grinds the spice to bring out even more flavor.
This is ready to go into the smoker, and then after that I steam it. When it comes out, it'll be meat butter with spice.
Now that sounds delicious, but you can't have a Cuban without pork.
Here I have my bone-out pork butt. I'm just gonna use salt and my pastrami spice. The Juban sandwich is based off of a traditional Cuban sandwich, which uses ham and roast pork. But I substitute the pastrami for the ham.
When these two culinary cultural icons come together, it's a Miami masterpiece. It's like a gourmet ethnic peanut butter and jelly.
All right, and now we're gonna build the Juban, our challah bread, mustard.
Josh layers on the sliced pork, more bread, house-made pickles, Swiss cheese, and pastrami.
And now I'm gonna top that off with my crack sauce, which is chipotle ketchup with mayonnaise, touch of truffle oil. Truffle oil. And then we finish it with one more piece of challah bread.
The sandwich press is where the magic happens. The challah bread toasts, the cheese and sauces start to mix, and all the flavors come together.
And we have our Juban, a Miami classic.
Only a real mensch like Josh could turn two ethnic icons into one mouth-watering bite, while celebrating the best of both cultures.
There's a lot of Jewish people here and a lot of Cuban people in Miami, and this is like the perfect match sandwich.
You have a rich fattiness along with back from the spices, cut by the acidity in the pickle and the richness in the cheese. It's really the perfect sandwich.
If I had to choose between the Juban or the Cuban sandwich, I would definitely pick the Juban.
This is the best sandwich I've ever had.
Josh serves up another creative culinary mashup with a fresh take on two classic dishes. It's spicy, it's crunchy, it's Jewish soul food with a Japanese flair. The spicy tuna latke.
This is definitely not your Bobby's latkes. I wanted to offer a dish that has a little bit of Miami and Jewish fusion. So I started curing the tuna.
Josh cures the tuna for 48 hours with a kiss of Florida citrus along with salt, sugar, and spices. After the 2-day cure, the tuna is cut into pieces and coated in molasses and pastrami spice. Now the tuna swims off to the fridge, and it's latke time.
It's eggs, lemon juice, salt, pepper, cayenne, garlic powder, onion powder. And then I just grate the potatoes directly in here.
Josh combines the mixture by hand to get the potato well coated.
Time to cook the latkes. It smells like heaven. If heaven was a Jewish deli in Miami.
Your latkes will have no problem getting past the pearly gates. They're pan-fried, cut in half, and dropped in the deep fryer so they get crispy on all sides.
It's tuna latke making time. So we start with the sriracha cream cheese.
The cured tuna is sliced thin and placed on the latkes that already have a good smear of spicy cream cheese. A truffle vinaigrette is brushed on, and the dish is finished off with pickled onions and toasted seaweed.
Crunchy, spicy tuna latke.
It's savory, spicy, crunchy.
The salty of the tuna with the spicy of the sauce is really good, and some of the onions for the acidity.
The sriracha spicy cream cheese, so good.
I treat everyone that comes into this restaurant like they're my grandparents. And that special touch separates me from everything else.
Coffee shops and grunge music may have put Seattle on the map, but it has a lot more to offer hungry locals than that. Little Uncle is where the bold and spicy cooking of Thailand collide with the flavors of the Pacific Northwest.
What makes us unique is because I'm Thai and he's from Vashon.
And we utilize lots of local ingredients whenever we can.
And we use Thai techniques to incorporate what we do.
It's kind of like if you brought a Thai grandmother to Seattle and you had her cook dinner for you.
It's really high quality comfort food that is classic Asia, classic Seattle combination.
It's a little bit of a hidden secret.
Little Uncle was named after my dad. His name is Lek. Lek means little, and then as you get older, they add uncle to the name. He always mentioned that he wanted to own a restaurant, and our love for food comes because of him.
And everything they do has to live up to the name. Seattle locals can't get enough of one signature dish that PK learned to make from a street vendor near her hometown in Thailand. Little Uncle's Dungeness crab fried rice is unique, authentic, and very craveable. PK starts with shallots and an egg.
We chose this dish because we went to a region in Thailand where a lady's well known for her crab fried rice. It's because she actually keeps it simple. You have red, brown, and white rice. It adds texture to the dish and also color.
PK adds a generous amount of local Dungeness crab, sprinkles in some green onion and a sweet soy sauce. Like a cast iron skillet, the seasoned wok adds its own unique flavor to the dish.
When you're making fried rice, it's important to get the smoke flavor. Otherwise, it's just rice. Some people call it the kiss of the dragon. To garnish it, we add cilantro. It helps balance the flavor of the crab.
She also adds lime, cucumber for freshness, and fish sauce with chili. It may seem like a simple dish, but slaying dragons ain't easy.
Working here.
And that's Little Uncle's Dungeness crab fried rice. It's the taste of Thailand and the seafood of Seattle, all on one delicious plate.
A little bit rich and fatty from the crab, and it's a little bit spicy, and it has little cucumbers and lime on the side to cool it off.
The crab was really fresh. You can taste the flavor of it, and the cilantro, the lime, and the spicy chili sauce on the side. That was really good. It's delicious.
While filling up on the delectable Dungeness crab fried rice, locals in the know make sure to save room for dessert. In the hot streets of Thailand, there's only one thing that cools off the locals, and Little Uncle's Shaved Ice is doing the same for Seattleites.
The shaved ice is sold in Thailand by street vendors. We decided to bring shaved ice back to Seattle and serve it at Little Uncle. And we have this nice ice shaver, which we brought back from Thailand. I love shaved ice.
Wiley loads a block of ice into the machine and starts cranking away.
And then we add in some ingredients.
He creates luscious layers of jackfruit compote, hibiscus syrup, local Rainier cherries, and rhubarb. And some basil seeds for texture and Thai flavor.
And finally, we top it off with some condensed sweetened milk. We put it on the shaved ice because that balances out the iciness and the tartness and the sweetness.
After all that hard work, you should dive into that creamy cold dessert.
It's really good. And you're gonna love it.
It's so creamy from the milk, but then you get the tart fruit flavor and the texture of the ice.
I would have this over the Hawaiian shaved ice anytime. It's creamier. It's kind of like a shaved ice milkshake.
I love those shaved ice. It's so good.
Great food should give you great happiness. And Little Uncle prides itself on serving up Thai smiles to Seattle locals. We've had a blast talking to locals about their favorite secret food spots.
It's better than Grandpa's.
And found some hidden locations that only a savvy tourist would ever find.
Walk through the market, and voila, there's the restaurant.
So next time you're on the move and want to know where to find the best underground restaurants, just ask a local for the lowdown. The tallest burger.
You smush it down, try to fit this whole thing in your mouth.
The most spaghetti. The hottest thing from Hong Kong.
Chow chicken bow wow.
Well, that's got some kick.
For all these delicious bites.
Ooh, look at this. Life doesn't get any better.
This looks delicious.
The destination is easy. You just gotta go to Joe's.
That's me, I'm Joe.
That's what I'm talking about.
Lucky for you, there's one right on the corner of food and paradise.
You don't know Joe? You're gonna know Joe.
Sizzling Southwest standards have kept the food scene in Phoenix unseasonably hot. And the creative open grill dishes at Joe's Midnight Run fuel the fire for a non-stop party.
When I walk into Joe's Midnight Run, I love it.
Food tastes amazing. It's not like anything I've had elsewhere in Phoenix.
It's not your average Joe's restaurant.
You get hit right away with that energy at the bar, fire behind the grill, the music. So that's the kind of edge we were looking for.
Back in the 50s, this was Joe's drive-thru liquor, which stayed open late. When Bob and Rick revived it, they wanted to keep that late-night neighborhood hangout vibe intact.
The gentleman that started this place wasn't even named Joe. He picked the name Joe's because Joe's a neighborhood guy. You know, Joe's like a neighborhood drink, a neighborhood beer.
You can still buy the 40s, you can still buy wine, you can bring it home if you want. It's like you still have the old reminiscence of it, but yet you're now in a restaurant.
Treat yourself to something proper. Named after Big Papa, the notorious B.I.G. burger.
We wanted something big, something unique, something sloppy. Body's what Notorious Biggie was.
Pulled pork piled on top makes any burger better. So Chef starts with some notorious P.I.G.
Pork has flavor, fat has flavor.
For a truly dank smokeout, wood selection is key.
Use almond and oak. Adds the most flavor and it burns real, real hot. Gotta get those flames and coals really, really hot to sear the pork.
With help from his biggest fan, Michael gets the meat seared and ready for braising.
Onion, carrots, celery, some chilies, a lot of red wine.
The wine is a natural tenderizer, a little braising hack straight out of the liquor store.
Meat's looking great. It's ready to go in the oven. I'm gonna let it slow cook for about 2 hours.
That slow cooking happens right in their wood-fired oven. And if you don't know, now you know.
That's right. Look at that. Look how delicious that looks. Tender, juicy, moist.
The towering stack of crunch on the B.I.G. comes from the other end of the pork spectrum, house-made pork rinds that puff up to 3 times their original size.
Can you believe this turns into this?
Michael preps the next step of the B.I.G., a beef patty featuring salt and pepper.
I'm gonna toast up the brioche bun. It's real rich, got a little bit of egg flavor to it. Here comes the cheese. We use American cheese. It's got a real nice creaminess to it. It helps complement all the flavors.
Now bring back our juicy pork shreds along with a fat stack of cabbage.
I put coleslaw on it because it's delicious. Stab the bun, a couple of pork rinds.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Bam! Joe's Midnight Run, notorious B.I.G. burger. They don't call it Big Papa for nothing.
How do I attack this thing?
So this is how you do it. You smush it down. Try to fit this whole thing in your mouth.
That's how you do it. The meat, the pork coleslaw, the chicharrones, and you can't set it down. It's too big. You just gotta hold on to it and you gotta get through it.
A lot of texture and dripping all the time. It was juicy.
You get a crunch from the pork rinds, and then you get that immediate warm burger-ness, and then all of a sudden you feel the rush of like the coleslaw coming right in. Then your brain is catching up, trying to make sense of this thing that's going on in your mouth.
It doesn't have to make sense. It's a party. Enjoy it.
It's notorious and it's big.
When the hip-hop hungries hit, make a midnight run to Joe's. They get a steady diet of Southern classics in Richmond, Virginia. But since 1952, it's been Italian classics with a Greek flair.
All the way up.
Topping the menu at Joe's Inn.
Joe's Inn is like home. This is a dish that is like home. All the food here, it's like your mom cooked it for you at home.
When you come in and you say, well, I'm going to have spaghetti Albert tonight, we know what it's going to taste like.
You don't say Joe's Inn, you just say Joe's. Everyone knows where that is. It's not a person, it's a place.
Go Joe's!
It's a family. It's just a good feel.
You never know who you're going to run into it when you come here. Your ex-wife, your girlfriend, who knows?
Nick Kofentaris arrived from Greece and bought the place from the original Joe back in the 70s. His daughter Tina grew up doing homework in the corner booth and took charge a few years ago.
Did you enjoy your meal today? Long-time regulars, I know you are. 90% of our customer base is regular customers, and a lot of them take ownership of this restaurant.
Our kids grew up eating here, our grandchildren grew up eating here.
The name may still be Joe's, but the menu is all Nick.
Everything that you can imagine, it's on this place. Don't matter if it's 90 degrees outside, people will still eat those big plates spaghetti. But I don't need it anymore for medical reasons.
And for all those years, the biggest item on the menu has literally been the biggest item on the menu, the loaded spaghetti dinner.
That is giant.
Basically, when a customer come in here and see it for the first time, wow. Oh, man, their eyes light up. They like, whoa, what did I order?
No surprise that the chef overseeing the ammunition going into the fully loaded is named Tank.
We're making our traditional meatball. It's a Greek-style meatball. Original owner, he came from Greece. He wanted to bring in Greek style to American Italian-style flavor.
Tank gets that flavor started with ingredients from the garden.
You're gonna get fresh green peppers, you're gonna get fresh onions, you're gonna get fresh breadcrumbs. This is not out of a box, it's not out of a tub, this is out of my heart.
The taste of Greece travels in via a special blend of Greek spices. Add a dozen eggs and some olive oil, and let's give that recipe a hand.
Consistency, want to be even so that way when you grab it, you want to mold it together.
And of course, size matters.
Ordinary meatball that you might get somewhere else, and this is a Joe's Inn meatball, just like a baseball. Batter up.
That Major League meatball heads to the flat top where it completes its Greek initiation.
Greek meatball, it doesn't have to be round. We put weight on it, flat it, flip it, not like a hamburger because you have eggs in it. You have to cook it all the way through. It's a well-done Greek meatball versus a medium rare hamburger. That's the Greek way, baby.
On to the sauce, which starts with tomato juice, crushed tomatoes, and what else?
When I learned this sauce recipe, they took me downstairs in the basement, locked me in this dark room, put a light bulb over top of my head, said, hey.
Look, this is our sauce, all right? This is secret.
I'm not Greek, but man, I'm one of their own. I was part of them. But I had to take an oath.
We do know what not to do. Rush this sauce along.
It's a slow sauce. It takes all day to cook. And by the next day, I'm telling you, man, this sauce is golden.
All right, let's get loaded.
We start off with a pound of spaghetti, okay?
That full LB of noodles is layered with fresh mushrooms, sausage, pepperoni, and a more than generous ladle of our slow good sauce.
Next up is these Greek-style meatballs. Remember these?
Who could forget? The dish gets 2 of the 8-ounce super balls, even more sauce, and the maximum amount of mozzarella. A few minutes in the oven, and Tank is ready for battle.
Opa! Greek and Italian on one plate.
It's literally just a mountain of cheese on that bad boy. You need conviction, but I think if you just go at it, it's important to not worry about making a mess. That's what I'm talking about.
got pepperoni and it's got mushrooms, lots of cheese.
This is the best combination
Yeah.
of everything.
It's like the perfect cooked meatball all the way through. Crispy on the outside, just amazing. And it goes with the spaghetti really well. Ultimate cure for whatever ails you.
I really like the sauce. I mean, the noodles are great too, but I think it's the sauce that ties it all together.
The best thing is spaghetti. There's a lot of it, and the spaghetti challenges you to finish it. This is not a kid-sized meal. It's bigger than my head.
That's a big meatball.
Let's get loaded! That's something people at Joe's Inn learned almost 70 years ago. Go big or go hungry.
It's not a portion for a normal human being.
Lately, bar food is going above and beyond the last call of duty. Like in Colgate, Wisconsin, where there's a certain Joe who's got his mojo working.
If you don't know Joe, you're gonna know Joe.
Okay, I'll ask. Joe who?
Joe Mama.
With portions as big as Lake Michigan and a happy hour vibe around the clock, there's a lot to love about Joe Mama's Bar and Grill.
Why would you just eat at Joe's when you can eat at Joe Mama's?
Okay, we get this ain't your average Joe's. Joe Vella, what's up with the name?
Could not come up with a good name for this place. Well, you have a couple drinks and you start rattling off names. And what about Joe Mama's? I almost spit out my drink. Okay, we can run with this.
And run with it they did. Out in the kitchen, getting it to you fast like FloJo, is the little lady with the long name.
It'd be Carol, Ann, Nancy, Patricia, Bernadette, Vanderpool, Peyton. I am the head chef here.
Let's call her Nancy. Or just call for the mercy of her monster morning after burger, the Hangover Helper. Forget last summer, she knows what you did last night.
There's no way Joe's gonna be hungover after this.
The juicy nucleus is an Angus beef patty sprinkled with mystery.
My own seasoning blend I have. Can't be telling everybody about that. We'll let that cook to a happy medium.
She drops a whole hog's worth of ham and bacon.
We'll assemble it nice and high.
Nancy makes the egg to order. She's a master of the one-handed crack.
Get our cheddar, American, and Swiss.
For those joining this Joe Burger already in progress, can you remind us where we're at?
I'm putting meat on top of cheese, on top of meat, on top of a burger.
A lid helps those flavors steam and Joe habitate. Then Nancy shows us her way with curds.
So the gooiness when you bite into them is unbelievable.
She's got pretzel buns, hon.
And here we are with that Hangover Helper.
And to top off this Joe Nanza, that fried egg.
You know who's gonna help this hangover? Joe Mama.
Wow. Incredible.
Looks good. I think this could cure a hangover. The pretzel bun, the ham and the bacon together, the egg's perfect, and all that cheese mixed in there. It's all perfect.
And these cheese curds are awesome too.
Still hungry? Nancy's coming for you with the Joe Mentis Mac and Cheese Nachos, or Nach Joe's. She begins with her secret base.
This is my special cheese sauce that I make. Our beer goes in next.
Then comes some shredded cheddar and a hunk of chunks.
This is velvety cheese. Fresh grated Romano and fresh shaved Parmesan cheese. How about you try one here? There you go.
Every cheese you've ever wanted gets melted together, and a slow stir over low heat keeps them from burning.
This is the Wisconsin Gym. I got muscle. I'm strong like bull.
No doubt. Let's meet the Mac you're working with.
This noodle chose this noodle.
And she chose wisely, with a pasta called cavatappi.
You gotta have the right thing to deliver all this cheese. I put just a little on bottom, just so everything doesn't slip.
was left behind.
That's it, right?
Delicious.
When it comes to mac and cheese nachos, Joe Mama knows best.
Get it, girl. Oh, get it. Get it, girl.
It's eat cheese or die here.
Well, that's got some kick.
These jalapenos are so spicy. Woo.
Gooey, cheesy. You got that little chip crunch in there too.
Beer and cheese in Wisconsin is like beaches and palm trees in Florida. Joe was so smart, she put mac and cheese on her nachos.
Up in cheese country, Joe Mama's Bar and Grill has it locked down like Joe Body's business.
To Joe Mama's.
Joe Mama's.
Joe Mama.
Woo!
You might think dining in Denver is limited to beer, bison, and oysters that, aren't from the ocean. But Rocky Mountain flavors are going global at Uncle Joe's Hong Kong Bistro.
You know, Uncle Joe's is very big on flavor, and this is something you can tell they put a lot of time into.
You don't see a lot of Hong Kong cuisine in Denver. That's why this is one of my favorite places. It's just like being in China.
Hong Kong has the best Chinese food in the world because of the way the population is. Nobody has room to cook at home, so they all eat out. If you come to Uncle Joe's, you'll find the most authentic Chinese food that my family and I can present.
Former surgeon Dennis Law operates this place as a tribute to his food-loving father, who everyone else called Uncle Joe.
My dad was brought up in poverty but traveled all over the world, becoming a gourmet food eater. I used the name because we had a few dishes here that was his favorite.
Dad's absolute favorite was a traditional barbecued pork that's the star attraction in Uncle Joe's Cha Shao Sliders.
Dennis relayed the recipe baton to executive chef Chris Bennett.
If they got that flavor, it ain't going out the window. Beef entree and a jumping chicken ready for pickup.
Who's about to run it to gold medal glory.
It starts off with the great Sakura pork that we use, nice and marbled and juicy. This Sakura pork is almost like the Wagyu beef of the pork world.
That ultra prime pork has already been brined in traditional spices for 24 hours. Now, Chris brings on the formula they tested for 2 years before opening.
We have our Cha Shao marinade, which is 5-spice, ginger, sugar, onions, and cardamom. Chinese cuisine is it's like a landslide of flavors. They just kind of stack them on and mix them until next thing you know, you've got something incredible.
After another 24 hours of kicking back Cantonese style, that luxurious pork has reached maximum flavor density. So let's hang.
We hang it to make sure that it gets roasted all the way around evenly. We want it to pop.
It only needs 15 minutes in the heat of the convection oven to reach perfection.
You can see some of the caramelization of the sugar. It's all glistening and glazed, looking all delicious. Uncle Joe would be so happy.
Chris carves off some precious slabs and fans them out like a royal flush. Fresh greens and hoisin sauce are dealt in, and the standard slider bun is discarded in favor of a steamed Chinese treat known as a bao.
The Cha Shao pork, which is very traditional Chinese, and then you have the sliders, which are very Americanized, kind of like a handshake between the both cultures. The Cha Shao sliders, only here at Uncle Joe's Hong Kong Bistro.
Oh wow, that is good. Just so decadent and just tastes so wonderful within your mouth.
Got that sweetness of the bread, the sweetness of the cha shao, the vegetables, the meats. Everything is fresh. It's delicious.
It's very tender meat. It's cooked to perfection, and it's really salty and sweet all mixed into one. And then this added sauce on the top is just fabulous. You're crazy if you don't want to eat this.
Maybe called Chow Chow, but to me, it's Chow Chicken Pow Wow.
Don't forget to save room for Uncle Joe's Szechuan Jumping Chicken.
You're gonna get hit in the face with spice when you order this Szechuan Jumping Chicken. We got spice, spice, and more spice.
The chicken gets going in the fryer. The stage for our acrobatic bird. A little bright and sharp scallion action, some fresh ginger and garlic, and you might as well jump.
Next up, we have these dried red Chinese chilies. This spicy is what makes Uncle Joe's Uncle Joe's. They all go in. Chinese cuisine is all about big flavors.
Walk it, walk it. Now plate it, plate it. I'm so hungry. I'm ready to cry, Uncle.
Uncle Joe's Szechuan chicken. It's gonna have you jumping for joy.
I am usually a little bit of a wimp, but this is awesome. It's more flavor than just spice. It has a little bit of a saltiness to it, which goes really well with the spice in there. It's so good. You just want all of it to jump in your mouth.
It's got this bright, vibrant green, this dark, chili, spicy red. That chicken, there's so many different flavors coming out into your mouth and on your palate. It's like so spicy, but it's not like kill yourself spicy.
It's really juicy and moist. It's a nice pop in your mouth. It's exciting.
This is really good. Kicked it. This would knock out some of our linebackers on the Broncos.
Uncle Joe's Hong Kong Bistro is leaving Denver satisfied and speechless.
Good job. This is the only time I get you to be quiet, when you're chewing on food.
The sizzling sound of the grill is like the national anthem for breakfast lovers. And in Granada Hills, California, at Joe's Cafe, they're playing our song all day.
It's just comfortable, cozy. Like I'm here in pajamas right now. Really.
Joe really has a good take on kitchen classics, but he puts his own twist to it.
She's talking about Chef Joe Weatherby, who opened this place with a gal named Allison. Customers immediately fell in love, and so did the owners.
We opened the restaurant when we were still just dating, and then a year later we got married.
It was scary as hell, but it was like that test. Like, we're either gonna make it real quick or we're gonna break it real quick. 5 years, 24/7, we're together all day, every day, but it's been great.
Together, Joe and Allison decided the staff's favorite private snack should be taken public. Introducing the Breakfast Belly Buster, Ojohn's Junk.
Our former sous chef, his name was Ojon. This is what he used to always make when we'd have a snack. And finally, after like months of eating it, we're like, you know what? Why don't we just put this on the menu?
This big breakfast sandwich is bracketed by pancakes, just like Joe's grandma used to make.
My grandmother's pancake recipe isn't anything special or fancy. It's just the classic ingredients done well.
Joe bravely brings batter to griddle, overcoming his childhood aversion to flapjacks.
Growing up, my dad made so many pancakes that I hated pancakes for about 15 years, pretty much until we opened the restaurant. Now I love pancakes. I eat them every day.
With pancakes prepped, Joe moves on to the meat of the matter, house-made sausage.
It's not your typical sausage flavor that you taste everywhere because we make it with our own special seasoning. I slowly rain that in there. Make sure all of our seasoning is incorporated.
Pancakes, sausage. Guess what's next? Wrong. It's ranch dressing.
So you wouldn't really think pancakes and eggs and ranch. It's a little bit weird, but it actually brings everything together and makes it just delicious.
Joe builds his ranch with mayo, sour cream, and buttermilk, then places a call to Uncle Herb.
We're gonna use chopped parsley, chopped chives, and chopped dill. And then a little bit of garlic.
And some of that stuff no one can pronounce.
The Worcestershire gives it that extra bite at the end. You don't need much at all.
Eggs are fried, then topped with that succulent sausage. And while the smoked Gouda melts, our assembly begins.
We're gonna spread our ranch onto our pancakes. If my grandmother saw me putting ranch on her pancakes, I'm sure she's rolling over in her grave right now. She's still alive though.
Filling out the cast are beefsteak tomatoes and some California color from sliced avocado. No wonder Joe's got lines out the door.
This is some high quality junk. Take it from Joe. That's me, I'm Joe.
It's like a sandwich, but it's pancakes. It's so amazing.
I get a little bit of that tang from the ranch. I think it complements an avocado really well. That's the breakfast setting.
The flavor is amazing. It's really just delicious with the Gouda cheese.
I've never thought about using pancakes as bread, but it's genius.
At this point, we might as well stick around for lunch. May I suggest Joe's pulled pork sandwich?
We don't have a smoker here. We're gonna start with our pork shoulder. Nice amount of fat content on there. That'll give us a lot of flavor in the braising process. We wanna get a crust on it. We wanna put a good amount of salt on there. All over, all over, all over, all over. We're gonna go right on the flat top here.
The pork goes into a braising pan with Joe's house-made barbecue sauce, secret seasonings, and a cola.
The cola is gonna help break down the fibers in the meat, and you can just pull it apart with your hands.
Sounds like the real thing. A few hours later, that hand-pulled pork meets melted cheddar and gets piled high on a brioche bun. And to contrast with the sweetness of the barbecue sauce, Joe tops it with a spicy Chipotle Ranch coleslaw. And that's all there is to it, partner.
When it comes to barbecue, trust in Joe.
You get a mix of the softness and the sweetness of the barbecue, and then you get the crispness of the coleslaw. It's really good.
The messier, the better. It just falls apart in your mouth. It's just delicious.
The coleslaw has a wonderful crunchiness to the sandwich that's very unexpected. It is a perfect pulled pork sandwich.
Starting your day at Joe's Cafe gives you a head start on happiness.
Like, you can't have a bad day after eating this.
Does any town look forward to mornings like Seattle? They love their coffee. And for a great cup of Joe with one of the West Side's best breakfasts, chug on over to End of Line Joe's.
I would just say that breakfast here is the reason why I wake up in the morning.
It feels like a foodie's paradise here. They're not afraid to experiment with food, and I think it's great.
Hey, Chef Anthony Hubbard, just who is End of Line Joe?
Seattle used to have a trolley line that terminated here, the end of the line.
Got it. And the conductor was a guy named Joe.
When you say, eat at Joe's, it's a ubiquitous sort of restaurant moniker, and we said, we can do that, but better than any other Joe's around.
Doing it better begins by crushing boredom with a new menu that takes a world trip every couple months. This month, it's Miami, where lusty Latin flavors light up breakfast in the adobo pork sope benedict.
It's got big, bold flavors, lots of bright colors. It brings some of that heat. We really love this Benedict.
Joe's passes up the standard English muffin and makes sopes, kind of a biscuit tortilla hybrid.
We have masa harina, which is maize, dried corn. We're going to be adding our baking powder and kosher salt.
Wet it down with water and olive oil.
Fat in there is going to create that nice, fluffy texture on the inside and also help it crisp up on the outside. You want your food to taste good, you got to connect with it. You got to get dirty.
Chef Anthony crafts the dough into cups, browns up the bottoms, and hops on the fryway to crispiness.
Deep fried food is awesome! Everybody knows this, and that's why you got to deep fry sopes.
Soon those cups will runneth over with savory pork butt.
When we cook it low and slow, it breaks down into this delicious porkity pork madness.
Anthony thin slices, then spices it to the red zone with paprika and chipotle peppers before searing in a cast iron skillet.
Oh yeah, look at that color. That looks like flavor.
Flavor that's multiplied by veggies and chicken stock. And we'll need something sassier than a standard hollandaise, something in a green chili maybe.
The greenest of the green, the finest of the fine is hatch green chilies, and they taste like the desert. Here in the gray, drizzly Pacific Northwest, we need some spice in our lives.
Anthony brightens it with some orange zest, then starts stuffing shredded pork into our sope cups.
We're gonna pack about as much of that into these cups as we possibly can, and it's gonna create a nice little bird's nest, pun intended, for some poached eggs. And we're just gonna smother those bad boys.
Cilantro, red potatoes, and fresh fruit finish off our Spanish-style Benedict.
This is adobo pork egg sopes Benedict at End of Line Joe's.
The sopes is so amazing. It is fluffy, it is crunchy, it is good.
There's a nice oozing situation right here. The hollandaise sauce on this is just amazing every time. The sope at the very bottom gives it that salty flavor.
The pork is killer good pork. It's how pork should be.
Putting a tropical twist on any dreary Seattle morning is Joe's Coral Way Coconut French Toast. Brioche bread is dipped and battered, double teamed with coconut, both milk and grated, plus a bit of cinnamon.
We're gonna submerge it, we're gonna squish it around in there until it gets nice and ooey gooey. We're gonna put it on our griddle. It should start sizzling away. That coconut's also gonna add some nice caramelization onto the outside.
What's the skinny on that plump toast?
You can call this toast if you want. Personally, I think it's more like cake, and who doesn't want cake for breakfast?
Tangy mangoes and tart pineapples waft in like an island breeze.
This compote is really the star of the show. all the flavors of the tropics brought together. This whole dish is gonna taste like a big old plate of sunshine.
Sounds like a great source of vitamin D, as in delicious.
This coconut French toast is the toast of the town.
Yummy. This looks delicious. It looks like a giant birthday cake.
I feel like I'm on the beach in tropical paradise. It's good.
It's so good.
Fluffy, buttery, with a hint of salt and sweet. The coconut and the pineapple are in a very friendly fight, but I think they're gonna be best friends by the end of this. I could eat this for breakfast every day.
Daddy, you don't know what you're missing this
Yeah, well,
way.
you won't let me try it.
Move Enderline Joe's to the front of the line in your list of morning stops.
Let me just check.
No!
If you thought New Yorkers love their Italian food, wait till you see the piping hot passion on display in Philadelphia at Joe's Pizza.
Being in the city of brotherly love, I'm tasting some high-quality Italian food craftsmanship.
Sicilian native son Ernesto Villico agreed. He made the trip 30 years ago and never looked back. Just ask his wife, Casimira.
My husband came to Philadelphia about 30 years ago, walked in and decided that this was the place for him. It was at Joe's before that, and we just kept the name.
Today, Ernesto and all his family run Joe's Pizza, and this joint is Sicilian Snack Central in Center City. Even our founding fathers approve.
Other people go for cheesesteaks. When I get home to Philadelphia, I want a Joe's Pizza.
The 3 generations of the Villico family are represented by the tri-level of cheesiness in their Philly Special Cheesesteak Stromboli.
We start by taking the dough out, and we're just gonna stretch it out. You can't come to Philly and not have a cheesesteak, but the only place you can come to have a cheesesteak like this is Joe's Pizza.
Seared steak loin is sandwiched between lots of matzah.
The key to a great stromboli is cheese, cheese, and more cheese. Now we have cheese, meat, cheese. What comes next for a great stromboli? It's Grandma's Italian tomato sauce.
Followed by that 3rd layer of magnificent mozzarella.
Cheese makes everything better. We're closing up our stromboli. We're stromboling right now. We're gonna make a little crown for the King Stromboli.
That crown consists of egg wash and something that would get Giuliano in trouble in the old country.
We're gonna put some sesame seeds, because here in Philly, cheesesteaks are eaten on a seeded roll. I'm not allowed to do this in Sicily. Going in the oven.
10 minutes later, this stromboli packs quite a punch.
This is the cheesesteak stromboli, the Italian stallion of strombolis.
You're getting a ton of mozzarella right up front. You can tell cheese is really high quality, it's buttery. You can taste the meat, crust is phenomenal.
The inside is moist and it's packed with meat. If you have never, ever had a Joe's Stromboli, you don't know what you're missing out on.
It's better than eating cheesesteak.
These strombolis are molto bene, but this is Joe's Pizza. Any old Joe can serve up a slice of cheese, but when you're craving bonus carbs and mega meatiness, go for Joe's Pasta and Meatball Pizza.
My father-in-law and husband came up with putting pasta and meatballs on a pizza because why wait for Sunday to have pasta and meatballs? I am in charge of making the meatballs because I make the best.
Casimira learned from her Sicilian nonna, who always started her molto bene mouthfuls with ground beef and eggs.
Eggs are the binder, of course. Fresh garlic. Not granulated, not pre-chopped, fresh cut garlic.
Herbs and spices sprinkle in with grated cheese.
Amore.
Casimira feels the love before bringing the crunch with breadcrumbs.
I use unseasoned breadcrumbs when I make my meatballs because I want to make sure that I control how much seasoning goes in. I add a splash of milk because my mother told me to add milk and I always listen to my mother.
A splash of milk makes them moist and a roll in red wine.
Because everything goes better with wine.
You know it. It also makes them extra crispy when they hit the fryer. The meatballs roll their way over to Casimira's nephew, Giuliano, who's stretching out dough like a Sicilian grandmaster.
Joe's Pizza's been around for 30 years, so we know a thing or two about dough. We use the best cheese that you can get. It's the Grande Mozzarella, top of the line. It's like the Ferrari of cheeses. If you don't use Grande, probably not that good.
Grande Mozz only. Got it. Cheese is topped with slices of those superb meatballs.
The flavor of this meatballs, I can't describe it. It's kind of like Grandma's perfect meatball. Crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside.
We were promised pasta, so Giuliano peppers on the penne and say it is so, Joe. Yep, that's Nona's special sauce.
This is the meatball and pasta pizza from Joe's Pizza.
Woo! Everybody loves pasta. Everybody loves pizza. But only Joe's are smart enough to put them both together. In my opinion, it is one of the greatest pizzas that I've had.
Pasta and meatballs is one of my favorite dishes on its own, so to combine that with pizza, I mean, you can't beat it.
And they use a high-quality mozzarella. I get the real sharp taste of it, not too much, but just enough where you get that, that's what I'm talking about.
Visiting Philly and not sampling the old world charms of Joe's Pizza? That would be practically unconstitutional.
You can't come to Philly and not stop at Joe's.
Mexican food with California flair is hot stuff in San Diego's beachy, beautiful La Jolla. But are fabulous flavors from right over the border coming from just any regular Joe? No way, Jose.
When you can sit here and see Mexico from the window, you know it's going to be good Mexican food.
The oldest restaurant in the area is Jose's Courtroom.
Jose's is actually a legacy in La Jolla. There was a cook back in the day named Jose. He had a bit of a nefarious reputation, and he referred to himself as the judge, so he decided he wanted his restaurant to be his courtroom.
He sentenced San Diego to decades of hard flavor. Is there a Jose at Jose's these days?
There are 4 Jose's working here. One of them is our head chef.
Jose's protege is Trenton.
Jose is one of those low-key spots you come just for a good time and have a drink and have some fun. That's Jose's.
The first dish on the docket plays the devil's advocate. Fire up the Camarones Diablo.
Make sure it's nice and hot.
He gets the hellfire burning with garlic oil, then sends in red onions, then great big shrimp, fresh from the Pacific.
Everything's gonna cook real quick here, so we gotta watch it carefully.
He adds sweet, crunchy corn and hellishly hot chili sauce.
We're making a Mexican dish, and if you don't have any spice, then you're not doing it right. The shrimp are doing a little dance right here. That's what we like to make it happen. The devil's coming out right now.
Trenton calls a surprise witness fried cilantro.
A little interesting. Comes out pretty nice and crispy.
The greens have testified. He toasts some torta bread, and after a sidebar of cool beans, he lays down the law.
Gonna keep the shrimp for last, stack that up on top.
He decorates this devilish dish with some extra hot peppers.
We got the chili japones. These things got some real kick in them, so be careful. They're there for display, but if you dare to bite in, be my guest.
Do you dare?
I do when I'm feeling dangerous.
Trenton closes with the fried cilantro and a fresh cotija sprinkle. And the verdict is?
We are guilty of first-degree flavor.
Wow. Devil's in the details, and there's a lot in this dish. Tastes a little sinful, a little spicy, which is why I had to like dance it out a little bit. When something has a lot of flavor, it just kind of pops, that's it, and then it burns.
El Diablo is here, and he's ready to party.
No objections. And for an American classic done the Jose way, the thing to order in this court is the burger.
Better than your average Joe burger.
The key to its appeal is multiple counts of meat, carne asada beef, and spicy pork chorizo mixed together for maximum mix.
Looking good.
Then Trenton makes the patties, not just the meat patty, but a cheese patty too.
Your average Joe might prefer American or cheddar cheese, but you know, here at Jose's, we prefer Jack.
Covered in cotija for a fried cheese flavor exhibit.
On the bottom, we have the cotija layer so it doesn't melt over. And we have the Jack, which is gonna just melt over on the top. So the cheese patty sitting on top of the meat patty. And Jose is the mastermind behind all this.
With cilantro aioli on a bun, he builds his case. Chorizo burger encrusted in perfectly charred cheese.
It really has all the right ingredients to bring the Mexican and American tradition together.
Aided and abetted by roasted corn relish.
It's gonna give you that spicy taste and also a little bit of the sweetness going along with it.
With a final touch of cotija.
Boom, that's it. This isn't your average Joe's. This is Jose's burger.
Size-wise, like this thing is out of control.
Oh my.
I don't know anyone else that throws chorizo in their ground beef, but the spice and blend, it's perfect.
There's the chorizo, the burger, this fried cheese situation, which I want to take home with me and just like live with.
Best burger in La Jolla.
Whether biting into a massive burger or dancing with the devil, La Jolla loves Jose's Core Group beyond a reasonable doubt.
Case closed. To Jose's.
To Jose's.
Here's to all the Joes and honorary Joes that help keep Food Paradise so